Only expecting favorable outcomes. That is your cheat code. That is your superpower, bro. When you only expect favorable outcomes and you pair that with letting go of performative based self worth. What is that? That is you stop doing stuff to for other people's liking. Just do it for you. And if they so happen to like it, cool. If they don't, cool. Either way. But when you pair those two together, bro, that is your cheat code to life with no more procrastination. You have the utmost confidence. You have all the confidence in the world to step into a situation. All the bad stuff you're thinking about, it doesn't happen majority of the time. You be scaring yourself before you even approach a situation. Save yourself right now, bro. All that anxiety, man. You if you only think about positive outcomes, now easier said than done. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm still working on it myself to do 100% of the time. But when you only focus on positive outcomes, you're not gonna wait for nothing. That anticipation is gonna be built up so high, bro. You can't even sleep until that task get done. You can't sleep. You cannot sleep. Don't put too much thought into it, bro. And if you do, let it only be positive. Just like I was reading this book the other day, it was talking about how your brain. It didn't say this specifically, but I use an example as your brain is like a Google search bar, right? Whatever positive thoughts that you put in there, you put into the Google search bar. Now your brain is gonna go back into your memories, and it's gonna think of all the positive things to support that answer. It's gonna think of all the positive ways for you to get that done. Just like you search on Google. You search on Google how to do this. How do I get, let's say, 100,000 subscribers? How am I gonna get more money at my job? In any situation. Now, if you stay on the positive side, your Google search bar is gonna give you all the answers to steps or the steps for you to figure that answer out that you put in the search bar. Same thing, bro. If you put, like I said, you put something negative inside here. You put something negative inside your head. You press search. Your brain is gonna go back to all the memories. It's gonna pull back any bad receipts, negative receipts, old receipts that's gonna support that negative thought. How am I gonna get 100K subscribers? How am I gonna get more money at my job? Now it's gonna be like, man, you don't deserve that stuff. You really think you gonna get that money? You really think you gonna get them 100,000 subscribers? And it's gonna remember back in '08 when you did this and this and that. Oh yeah, people like that, man. You know you can't get that, bro. Your brain is gonna literally support everything that you put in the search bar, bro. So please control it. Only, bro, try your absolute best to only think about positive outcomes, bro. That is the game changer for you. As far as us, bro, we just gotta do it. As far as you, bro, you just gotta do it. No more thinking, bro. We've been planning for way too long now. We've been planning for absolutely way too long, bro. And it's crazy. We think we got all day. And most of us don't even think about it. Bro, we got an expiration date. Everything expires except honey. And I think honey might be the only thing that don't have an expiration date on this earth. But everything else expires, including us, bro. And when you get your tombstone, life's short, but it's so much things that's happening inside your life. When you look at your tombstone, you got a date, a dash, and the expiration date. You can't fit everything that you've done on the tombstone, bro. So what is my point? My point is, if you want to do something, bro, and it's not gonna be up to your liking, or you feel like people gonna make fun of you or some shit like that, nobody is gonna care. They might say what they gotta say in a moment, but guess what, bro? Life, it goes on way too fast for people to really care about what you really got going on. And if they do, you're doing something right. No cap. But life is too short, bro, and it's too much things going on inside this life for people to even care about what you got going on. It's too short, and people got their own shit going on. So just do it. Save yourself the hassle, bro. Because when you get on your deathbed, you done made it to 50, 60, 70, 80. And when it's time to be on your deathbed, bro, and you know, like, this is it. I don't know about y'all, but me, I don't want to be there thinking about all the stuff that I didn't do because I finally reached the age to where I just don't care no more. But by the time I reach that age, I'm not physically able to do the things that I want to do. I don't want that to be me. Cause living a life of regret, bro, just reaching that deathbed and you just got regret all in your mind, you can't think about nothing else. Clearly, I personally haven't felt that yet, but boy, that is a feeling that I do not want. From the things that I've seen, the things that I heard, bro, that is one of the worst feelings in the world. Nah, I'm gonna do everything that I can. And promise me, Pinky promise me, dog, you better do everything that you can, bro. Lock that, you know what I'm saying? You better do everything that you can, bro. Just get it done. You don't want to look back. And you ain't got to be on your deathbed, bro. Something tragic could happen. Something tragic could happen that's going to stop you from doing what you love to do. Perfect example I can give you is basketball players, bro. You got some basketball players that just keep getting hurt back to back and just change their career for the worse. You know, I'm all the players flooding in right now, bro, but I don't even want to speak on them right now. But people getting hurt can't even do what they love to do no more. You know, we got to be professional sports. You could become paralyzed, dog. You can't even play video games no more. So it could be simple stuff like that. Some people like to paint, can't paint no more because they had to get their arm amputated, both of them. Like, man, and that was a crazy example. I ain't gonna lie, but that just goes to show you, like, stuff like this is happening, bro. People becoming blind, deaf, like you never know what could happen, bro. Funny story. It ain't funny, but crazy that I'm talking about this right now. But I was talking to a man. I was coming out the airport. I was back when I was working at the airport, but I was leaving the airport and I was waiting on the bus to come so it could drop me out to where the parking was. And I was talking to this dude that was waiting, and he was pretty much telling me how he was in the army and everything, and he fell off. He fell off the helicopter 60 feet in the air, I think. 60 feet in the air. And dude became paralyzed. Lost his legs. And it's crazy because it's like he wasn't even really tripping about it. Because he was like, he could have been dead. He's still alive, but he ain't got no more legs. That just reminded me that, bro, you think you got it bad, somebody got it worse than you. Ooh, I promise you somebody got it worse than you, bro. So when it come down to complaining, you might always just keep it to yourself, bro. We all complain. I'm not gonna act like nobody complains in this world. And if they don't, I promise you they doing it to themselves. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be a point where you just don't complain at all. But more of the story, bro, keep them to yourself. There is no point. Number one, nobody want to hear that shit. Two, you don't get nothing out of complaining. You don't get nothing out of complaining, bro. And what you don't want to do, you don't want to stay in that complaint state forever. You can complain, blame, point fingers, bro. Man, you better get up out of there. Cause you don't want to be stuck there, bro. And I'm talking about years pass you by, you sitting there pointing fingers at everybody else. Even though it may be their fault. It probably did mess over. But you want to move forward. You don't want to stay there. You don't want to stop evolving, bro. You stop evolving, you become dead in a sense. Blame yourself, bro. Blame yourself. Just so you can move forward, bro. You don't want to be stuck. Hell, I don't want you to be stuck. That shit tragic, bro. All that potential just being capped inside of a bottle right now because a situation happened. Nah, bro. You got to get up out of that. Yes, sir. Got to get up out of that. Then again, I'm going to cut this one short. Always take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you. And be easy to be locked in.